So guys, I just went to Barcelona for 3 days on my vacations, and on this video we are going to see a lot of iconic places, nerd stores and many more, so just stay tuned for that. So first, when we arrived, we went to this iconic Barcelona street. It is called La Rambla and it is very famous among tourists. And first we got to La Boqueria, which is a market where you can get some food, and it was fantastic. Actually, La Boqueria looked a lot like Oporto, like Mercado do Bolhão in Oporto, and it was really fun. Across the city of Barcelona, especially on this place, you can see a lot of street artists and they look fantastic. Just look at the suit of this guy, how many hours of work is there. I found also a sculpture of Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump. This was a wax statue and this was part of the advertisement for the Wax Museum of Barcelona. We are going to get a complete video of the museum, so stay tuned for that. Here we have also a very fun guy imitating Don Quixote, and people really was admired with this one. The statue is amazing and he has also some cool effects, so fantastic stuff. Next stop was this Primark, and it really is a giant one, the biggest I saw ever. And this was like 6 floors with different clothes, merch, as you can see here, some Hello Kitty stuff, Bluey, Peppa, and of course lots of Stitch. Really a giant Primark. If you ever go to Barcelona, you need to visit it. I found also an awesome store with ducks cosplaying different characters, and how amazing this is. You have practically all characters you want: Star Wars, DC, Marvel. Here we have Batman or Batman, Duckman, Real Madrid Duck, so many of them. They were a little bit expensive, 12 euros, but here we have some horror ducks, as you can see, Squid Game ducks, Pirates of the Caribbean, different footballers and gymnasts, athletes, professions too. So really ducks for everything and everyone. I really love this store, so much fun. And again, if you go to Barcelona, you need to visit it. This is on the main street of Barcelona, La Rambla, so you can find this store pretty easily and it looks fantastic. Next up, there's a store where every single character is doing the number 2. Yes, it's what you are thinking. It's so much fun. This is a typical figure from Catalonia, a region of Spain, and basically every single one is doing the number 2. We have Donald Trump, many others, Spider-Man, the Hulk, we have Squid Game characters. As you can see here on the video, I filmed a lot of them, so much fun. Unfortunately, the figures were a lot expensive, 23 euros each. We have also horror characters, everything you can imagine. Then they create the figure doing the number 2. It's a fun concept for sure. I really wish that the figures were not so expensive, because I really wanted one just for the fun, to have one of these on the collection. But saw them filmed there for the channel was fantastic. I visited also Barcelona's shop, and there was a FNAC there, so of course I was going to take a tour. They had some Batman comics. As you can see here, you can buy buy 2 and take 3. Some Superman stuff too. Unfortunately, I only had a bag on the airplane, so I couldn't afford to bring much with me. But I bought 2 figures, 2 statues, 2 master-sized statues that you are going to love as much as I did. And I could fit them on my bag, so that was awesome. Of course, I'm going to do a video about that on the channel, so don't miss the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to receive all nerd notifications. I found there these awesome anime plushes. As you can see, Goku, Super Mario, Enter vs. Enter, Demon Slayer, and All Might. This one was my favorite. Even if My Hero Academia was not that good at the end, the characters are very nice. some Pokemon stuff. This was so nice, but I couldn't afford to take this on my plane bag. These Dragon Ball notebooks, we don't have these here in Portugal, and they look fantastic. Really love these. And of course some Dragon Ball Van Presto statues. I was so tempted to buy this Majin Buu statue, but I was already looking to another ones I saw at a store, so I couldn't afford that. But that Majin Buu really looked cool. I found also some Squid Game stuff. Just look at those pins, they look fantastic. I don't collect pins, but I really understand the appeal. These look really cool. And have you watched season 3? Tell me your thoughts on the comments. Of course they have also Funko Pops at FNAC too, and they have a little assortment of Pokemon Funkos. I only collect Pokemon from the first generation, but the price was really nice, $14.39. A little discount on these Pokemon Funkos are always awesome. Actually, I was missing the Dratini one that they had on the store, but Funko Pops are pretty big to arrive with us at the airport, so I really needed to leave the guy there, but I'm pretty sure I will find him here in Portugal. And this FNAC store even had some SH Figuarts figures, which is not usual here in Portugal. We have really different characters, and let's take a look at them. Here we have Son Goku Superhero, Super Saiyan Son Goku. The price was the normal price of SH Figuarts. This Piccolo Mini from Daima, I was tempted to buy this one because it was cheaper, I think around 35 euros. And we have also Vegeta from Superhero. So really cool stuff here at FNAC Barcelona. This money heist room, or La Casa de Papel, was part of the Wax Museum of Barcelona, and it was really awesome to be there. I'm going to launch a complete video about the Barcelona Wax Museum, so don't miss that fantastic place. If you ever go to Barcelona, just go visit this. In Barcelona, you also need to visit La Sagrada Familia, or the Sacred Family. This is a monument built by Antonio Gaudi, and this is not finished yet. I think they are planning to finish this next year. They took like 200 years to make this. Not, I think not as much. Yeah, about 200 years. So it really is a masterpiece. It's the unfinished work of Gaudi, but his students picked up after he died. I think the guy died in 1907. So just look at this fantastic place. It's really beautiful. Unfortunately, I only saw it from the outside because I had to choose which places to go, because this is paid. Everything is paid, of course. But amazing place to be, really beautiful on the outside, and maybe next time I had the opportunity to check how it is inside. Guys, next I went to the biggest nerd store in Barcelona, and it really was impressive. Norma Comics, so much stuff there, from statues to trading card games, other merchandise. I really loved it. Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, everything you can imagine. Of course, nothing of the statues fit on my bag from the airplane, but I was able to buy two fantastic figures that I'm going to show on an individual video here on the channel, and we will have a video only with this store because it deserves. You have here a little preview, so don't miss that on the channel. And in our last day in Barcelona, we went also to an iconic place, Park Guell, a complex of parks and gardens that was built by Antonio Gaudi, and it really is a beautiful place. If you ever go to Barcelona, it's a must go. The tickets for this are not very cheap. We paid I think around 23 euros to visit the park, but in my opinion it was worth it. But just check it out on this video. And so guys, this was my trip to Barcelona. Only 3 days, but I think I saw a lot of things. It's a fantastic city. If you ever have the opportunity, go there. Beautiful place, but go more than 3 days because there was still a lot of things to do, a lot of places to visit, but really beautiful city. It's the first time I do a vlog to the channel like this, a traveling vlog, so if you like it, comment below, hit that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next video.